I'm on here. It already started here. It's here we are. You're on. You're on.
Right, hold on a minute.
He's on the priest.
That's it. Join with computer audio. Do I press that?
Yeah, go on, yeah.
Microphones. Press that.
The pressure.
Yes. Speak, pause, and do you reply? Yes.
Hello, all you hardcores. We're just waiting for Big Shane to sort his Zoom out. Do apologise.
Right. Right, so what do I press now? Recording. Right, so press video, start video, yeah?
Yeah.
Zoom camera, do virtual background. What do I press?
You're already on, mate.
I'm already on.
No, can you? I can't speak. Speak.
Hello.
Hang on a minute. Go on. Can I hear you, Shane? Oh, you're there. Oh, you're there. How are you doing? Press unmute. Press unmute. Press unmute. I've just text you. It's a nightmare, this, isn't it?
Yeah.
How you doing? You all right?
I'm going, yeah, wow. Listen, that's just absolutely on my head.
Well, right. Matter. We got it done in 2 minutes. That's not bad, is it?
Lisa, how do I make your screen bigger?
You're all right. You're all right. I can see you, mate. How are you? Right.
Yeah, I'm just sat in the office, that's all.
How's the doggy business?
Yeah, not so bad. The wife's just got out absolutely stressful. I mean, screaming. Listen, me and these computers just thought, wow. Listen, they just bear me head out. I'm a 60-year-old fossil. Shouldn't be doing shit like this, man. Screaming at the wife because I can't run computer.
Yeah. Tell me about your dog business, Shane. What is it? What's it called, and what do you do?
Well, basically, we have a boarding kennels where people go away on holiday, or they, go visiting family, friends, or whatever. Anything to do with leaving the home, and they have a pet, they can't take it with them. Then obviously, we're a boarding kennels. People bring the dogs to us. We look after them, we feed them, we walk them, we groom them. If they need grooming, whilst having to stay with us, it's like a food paradise for them when they come here. Whilst the parents, are swanning off going on holiday.
Yeah. Yeah, and how many dogs can you take at once?
We can board up to 60.
Yeah.
We've got a good sized boarding kennels. We've been if you go into Hull Prestige boarding kennels, we've been rated the best boarding kennels in the whole of Yorkshire, not just East Yorkshire where we are, but in the whole of Yorkshire, going down as far as, well, very far. Every single thing that we do has got all the most mod cons down here. We've got all paddocks for the dogs to run out. We do animal behaviour programs. All the staff are all trained in dog first aid, well, animal first aid. We're just, we're just a real good boarding kennels. To be fair, that's not blowing me on trumpet. That's just how it is.
And you breed them as well, don't you?
Pardon?
Breed as well, don't you?
Yeah, we have a breeding facility as well. We don't do so much breeding, Russ, like we used to. To be fair, because breeding was where we first started out doing. But then after a while, we stopped breeding and we just started taking, boarding dogs in and everything else. Well, we'll maybe breed a couple of 2 or 3 litters a year, just for a little bit of top up fun. People just think, oh, why do you need a top up fund? You got boarding kennels, you make fortunes. You don't make fortunes. You put a lot of it back into it. You get a wage out of it. And, sort of like October, November, December, January, February, March, people aren't really going away much. starts getting busy a little bit near Easter, then dies off a bit, and then May, June, July, August, September comes in. Not so bad. And then obviously, so really, you get a decent wage coming in through the summer months, but then you got to use it to get you through the winter months. So it's not massive. It pays a wage. I work from home, the office is in my garden. I live here on the site, so it's not so bad. I suppose I save a little bit by not travelling backwards and forwards to another job. I suppose I save by not going to the fish and chip shop all the time or whatever for my dinner or my breakfast. So I suppose them savings over the year make up a little bit, but no massive amount or anything.
Yeah.
So it just is what it is.
Yeah. So you're happy then, yeah?
Okay. Sorry, Russ, what was that, pal?
So you're happy then, yeah?
Yeah, listen, I'm more than happy. Listen, I'm more than happy. I am what I am. Listen, I live here with a wife, couple of kids. Listen, I'm happy. Just trundle along. I'm nearly 60 years old now, mate, so I'm not interested in chasing the golden star anymore. You know what I mean? Listen, I've tried it. I've been there. I've done it. I've failed. Well, I haven't failed, I don't suppose. I've got to where I need to be in life, and that's it. Can't push it any further now. I'm too old, Russ. You know what I mean? You get too old along in the tooth, don't you?
Yeah. All right then. Let's move on to, should we call it boxing? Sport of boxing. But we'll start off with a bit of a gimmick.
I'm
Big Joe,
struggling to hear you, Russ.
Big Joe Egan's called out. Well, he's said he'll fight Big John Fury, and they've had a bit of back and forth that last couple of weeks. What do you think, Shane?
If I'm truthful with you, listen. All you get from this Joe Egan is, listen, Fort Tyson, sparred with him. He's the biggest hitter in the world. Is this, is that? Rah, rah, rah. Big Irishman, listen, don't knock him because, listen, he has sparred with Tyson. There's no doubt he has sparred with Tyson. Tyson's hit him plenty of times. Fair enough. But he's calling John Fury out because John Fury's calling Frotch out, and Frotch is laughing back at him, and then Fury's getting, taking it as like an insult that Cobra's annoying him and all that. Yeah, he started it all, and then everyone's just jumping on the bandwagon. What should have happened from the very beginning if Fury wanted to do what he said he was going to do and fight any man under 55 at the time, or over 55 rather, he should have had a fight with Mickey Fio, and then it would have all been put to bed. Instead, he run away for 18 months, hiding away, getting other people to ring up and say, I'll fight you, Fury. John's giving you a number, I'll fight you, Fio. Well, listen, a 37-year-old man could probably fight Mickey Fio, but he's not. That wasn't what people were saying. What Fury wasn't saying. That Fury was saying, I'll fight you. And then it was put on his toes. He didn't want to know. And then Big Joe said, well, listen, I'll fight you, John. John just after a payday. The Cobra said, listen, I'll fight you, not a problem. But it's for charity. He doesn't want to do anything for charity. He keeps going on, Fury, about this 200 grand. KSI owes him. You pay me this and then I will fight. Till you pay me, I ain't doing now. Just trying to pinch money. There was never a £200,000 bet signed for on the table. It was just verbal banter like people just have all the time. And he sort of like made out that that's his way of getting a lump of money or getting someone to go, okay, then I'll stump that up if you have this fight and blah, blah, blah. Big Egan would absolutely, listen, it's like Fury when he got the chance to fight Mickey Fio. What's Mickey Fio? 14 stone, 5'7", 60 years old, not 58, 60 years old. And he's still up for it. And he would have had it then, and he's still up for it now. So, John Fury's just calling people out. I'll fight this man. I'll fight that man. I'll fight him. I'll do this. I'll do that. You get the money together. I'll fill the ring of 98,000 at the stadium. Listen, he won't fill his fucking boots in the morning when he gets out of bed. That's not being rude because, like the Cobra said, if you put your gloves on and you have a professional fight and you get in the ring, credit to you. But he spent more time on his backside than he did actually fighting and sparring and one thing and another. And it's just him and his sons, are just bringing rugby, football, just like rugby, make it a farce. Rugby's a farce of all the tackling now, and boxing's a farce for the Furies. The way that they carried on and conducting themselves on TV and all that, booting tables over, being rude to people, like Usyk and all that, just being horrible. And I just think to myself, people don't want to see that. People want to see good, honest men putting the gloves on, going in, having a fight, and afterwards shaking hands and saying, "Listen, the best man won." It doesn't happen anymore.
No, no,
It doesn't. It just doesn't happen anymore, Russ. You've seen it for years. You've been around the game for years and years and years, and you've heard all this big talk, big talk, big talk. Listen, it's not big talk anymore. It's just big jokes. People just talking absolute rhubarb.
Yeah, well, I had to see it on a daily basis, mate. But yeah, I agree with you, mate. I agree with you. It's just a load of insecure people talking about fighting, isn't it? There's no happening, is there?
Well, it's just all talk. It's like my dad's bringing your dad. I'll come to school and I'll bring my brother. I'll bring my bigger brother. I'll
Yeah.
bring my dad. Well, I'll bring my mum because my dad's dead. It's just playground shit.
What do you think to Tyson's cut?
Listen, I wasn't there. I can't really, but it was convenient how we got it when he was supposed to be fighting, on the 17th of February, which has now been and gone. They've rescheduled it for May. Again and again. Oh, yes, it just keeps happening all the time. Listen, Tyson Fury, in my opinion, is dodging Usyk because he doesn't want to give up what he's got. But he'll never be the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the best of the best. And so he's got everything. And Usyk's got what he wants. And Fury's got what Usyk's going to take off him.
Usyk's got 5 of the 6 belts.
Exactly. Well, four. In it, four. One of them's not particularly a belt, is it? So.
No, well, no. There's WBA, WBO,
Yeah.
IBF, IBO, and
Yeah,
Ring,
yeah.
and Ring Magazine, and he's
Right.
got the WBC.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
5 of the 6 belts. So if Fury dodges him, as far as I'm concerned, Usyk's the man.
Well, listen, whoever's got the most belts and everything else as well, obviously, you can't say it's a better fighter because he's still an outstanding belt, but 3 times I think he's tried to sidestep it now. Listen, and at the end of the day, if that would have been anybody else but Tyson Fury, who has done everything apparently for charity, he's been a fat overweight, mental nutcase, coke, snuffing, drinking, alcohol, prostitute, whatever, and people going, "Oh yeah, well he's overcome all that. It's great." Listen, if he has, fantastic. But you can't just keep dodging someone and not fighting them. He should have been stripped twice now when he hasn't. How and why not? I don't get the gist. I don't understand why.
Do you think he's like holding the belt to ransom?
Listen, all he wanted to do is listen, the man's got more money than he can ever spend. And he's giving it all that. I want to be the first £1 billion fight. I want this. Listen, I want never gets. Be thankful for what you've got. If you're going to hang your boots up, hang them up. Don't start coming out like you want £500 million to fight this man and that man. And then when it's put on the table, I'll just gather everything up and have a little look at what I've just said and what I'm going to do and where we're going to fight him and what I just thought it just don't wash with me, Russ. To be fair, I just think that the governing body is just letting him have it all his own way. They're not sort of like pursuing him or pressuring him. They're just letting him dictate what he's going to do and when he's going to fight and who he's going to fight.
Yeah, yeah. That's why they call them WB crooks at WBC, because they just do what they want. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it's the same as the rugby now. nowhere die tackles because we can't insure them, and people making a tackle and having an accidental clash of heads, getting sent off and red carded and all. Listen, it's just becoming an absolute joke. What happens if this comes into boxing saying, well, look, Alan, Dali and all them, listen, all end up with head problems. We're not going to insure you anymore. So you can't box anymore. Rugby now is like playing fucking TIG. You might as well just like play rugby league. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Who have you got winning in Usyk and Tyson? It's what is it, 12 week away now?
Who have I got?
Yeah.
Well, I was watching a little video earlier. Tyson's absolutely shredded some right way. But I think by doing that, he's played more into Usyk's hands because he thinks if he's lost weight, he's going to be quicker and more agile and everything else as well. Listen, he's got concrete feet now. You've heard the saying, Russ. He ain't got that shuffle anymore. He can't move his feet like he used to.
Yeah.
Usyk still can. Usyk is still. The thing with Usyk has always been the same. What he does, he goes out, makes himself busy for 7 rounds, gets those 7 rounds under his
He has a
belt.
look at them, doesn't he?
Pardon?
He has a look at them.
Yeah, but what he'll do is for 7 rounds, he'll just pick, bump, 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 left, right, body shots. Listen, and he'll make himself busy, and he'll just win the rounds by just gathering points and gathering shots that connect all the time, not looking for big bombs and all that. And then when he's got 7 rounds under his belt, he'll start thinking, look, it's mine to lose now. So if I don't get knocked out, Tyson can't come back all them rounds without sitting me on my ass, and he won't let him. I'll stay away, pick him off, jab him, and all that. And that's what happens. And I just think to myself, if that's what they do, that's how they play the game. That's how they play that's how the fight plans out. Then Usyk beats him anyway. And if it comes to like being in the ring toe for toe, Tyson's got some heavy punches, but Usyk's also got some good artillery. You know what I mean? Stuck away.
Yeah, he's a southpaw as well.
Exactly. Well, he's a southpaw that can box orthodox when he wants to. So he can box both ways really.
Yeah.
When he's put under pressure.
So, who are you going to go for then?
Listen, it's not what I'm going to go for, is it? Listen, I think it's pretty much nailed on who's going to win.
Oh,
I think Usyk's got him beat hands down.
yeah, I do.
If I'm wrong, tell me your argument. But personally, I think Usyk's too quick, too agile. Well, listen, all you got to do is look at what he did to AJ.
Yeah.
He schooled him, didn't he? Listen, and AJ's now got his thing in his belt now because he won his last fight, and I'm the best boxer that's ever been, and I can this and I can that. Listen, well, let it be. But all this trilogy stuff and all that, and he's already demanding a fight, a rematch against Usyk if things go wrong and all that. He just wants more and more. Listen, he won't. If Usyk gets a belt and Usyk wants to retire, he won't let it happen. But I'll tell you what, if Fury does win, by some strange twist of fate, which I don't think he can, if he does win, Fury will say, "No, I'm hanging my boots up now. I'm defeated every world champion. I'm this, I'm that, and blah blah." He won't give Usyk another look. So unless Usyk ties him into something, and it's not going to happen. There won't be a second. There won't be a third.
Yeah.
What about the talk about being a trilogy with Ruiz, aren't they, and AJ? Listen, fucking.
Would
Why?
you want to see Joshua Ruiz free or and Joshua Usyk free?
Sorry, Russ, I can't hear you, pal.
Would you
What was
want
that,
to
buddy?
see? Would you want to see Joshua against Usyk a third time and Joshua against Ruiz a third time?
Oh, listen. It don't matter who it don't matter who obviously Joshua fought, right? For the fair time. Listen, Ruiz, listen, it would probably be Ruiz again this time. Do you know what I mean? But I would rather watch him against Usyk because I know Usyk can school him again, and he won't be able to like puff his chest out. We've had this conversation with many people. AJ isn't really an heavyweight boxer; he's an heavyweight athlete,
Yeah.
and it's just he just doesn't do it for me as a fighter. You know, like he just don't.
Don't
He just don't cut the mustard. Listen, it was okay when he was okay when he was um, fighting um, in the games, but when he got his 10 fights after that, who was he fighting? You know, it was just ended up being the same as what do you call him from all? What's his name?
Tony Bove.
Pardon?
Tony Bove.
No,
Oh,
the
Luke
other bot. Oh, Luke Campbell.
Campbell. Yeah.
Bless him. Yeah, he's just same as Luke Campbell. Listen, he's made his money now. As long as spoke to me, said, "Listen, I ain't fucking about all that shit. Listen, I've got a few quid. See you later," which is fair enough. It's understandable, but AJ is making himself busy. Oh, I'm buying this, I'm buying that. We're doing this, we're doing that, and I just, to me, he's not accredited worthy heavyweight. You know what I mean? Why? I can understand why Tyson's saying, "Oh, look, I ain't fighting you because you're a waste of space and blah 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 blah." But to be fair, I think Tyson's a little bit shook about him. I don't think Tyson wants to fight him really.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't think he does. He's a dosser, a fucking big sausage and all that. Well, if he is, get in, put him on your CV. You beat him as well, but he don't. He's not interested.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not interested.
It's a strange one, isn't it? How do you see Joshua and Ngannou going, Shane?
Well, we all know Francis Ngannou, to be fair, beat Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
He did. If it wasn't for the fact it was his first professional boxing bout and everything else as well, and he'd had several fights before and all that, it would have been awarded to him. The reason why it wasn't awarded to him is, again, Tyson and everything else. Oh, we can't just make someone a world champ. Listen, that should have been an absolute pushover for him. Easy, lemon squeezy. It should have been not a problem, but he made every work of it. He made every work of it. And, even everyone on the scorecards, had Tyson, has been beat. And it was given a decision. And personally, it was an unfair decision, but they knew, the Arabs and all that and everything, that there was more money to be took off Tyson or made around Tyson than there would have been that Ngannou. That's the top and bottom of it, Russ.
Yeah, because if they give it to Ngannou, boxing would have been in a tough
It'd have been a
spot.
joke. It'd have been on its ass. It wasn't even a pro fight as such. It wasn't even down as a pro fight.
Yeah, they'd have said it were an exhibition, wouldn't
Exactly.
they? Yeah, they'd have said it were an
I
exhibition.
don't know much about boxing, but what I do know is, and the bit I know, right, Tyson Fury was beat on that night by him.
Yeah.
It was knocked down. It was out punched. Listen, he didn't have anything in the tank left. I just think, like you say, it was supposed to be an exhibition fight that went wrong. Oh well, I didn't train. I did this. I did that. I thought I was just going to go out and do the business and blah 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 blah. But listen, at the end, I still won. I still this. I still that. He never at all. I just think, you know what I mean? He was beat fair and square on the night. But, who are we, Russ? We can't listen. People aren't going to listen to us, you know what I mean? I'm just in one town, you're in another town. We don't know fuck all. We're not governing bodies. We're not referees. We're not judges. We don't have a say. So all we can do is just sound off and go, well, we think this, we think that. There's nothing else we can do.
Yeah. Do you think Joshua and Fury will ever happen?
No, of course it won't. Listen, how's it going to how's it going to happen? The only way it can happen is if fights go the way they should go.
Yeah. I mean, if Ngannou loses against Joshua
Yeah,
and Usyk loses against Fury, that means Fury and
exactly. I saw the fight woman.
right.
Exactly.
But then there's
Yeah,
always an obstacle in way, like something in a contract or an injury or a squabble over money or who
yeah.
walks out first or second. And in the end, it just gives you a bad headache, doesn't it?
Listen, everything leaves an headache and a sour taste in your mouth. Listen, as punters, we're not getting what we want. Everyone wants the Fury Tyson fight. Everyone wants the Tyson Fury
Yeah.
and AJ fight.
Yeah.
Everyone wants the Tyson Fury and Usyk fight. Now the Usyk fight has to come off, or someone's going to lose the belt over it. So it has to come off now because paperwork's been signed and re-signed and shuffled about and God knows what. So the fight has to come off. Listen, the amount of times he has been rude and disrespectful and said horrible things to Usyk. Usyk must listen. He's kept a composure and everything and all that time after time after time. But honestly, when he goes out there, he's going to be thinking of all those times he's been called "you sausage," "you rabbit," "you gap teeth wanking cunt." All these things he's been slated for, mate. Listen, the road, honestly, he's going to be pent up. Honestly, he's going to be like a tiger when he gets in that cage. You know, he is, honestly, he is. Just, listen, I'm an Englishman and I would like to see Tyson Fury do well, but the way he's conducting himself and the way he's doing things, he's losing a lot of respect of a lot of people, and him and himself and his family are bringing it on, right? You know yourself, Tommy lost both his fights, but because he had both his fights to these sort of like white collar boxing bouts, what they're supposed to be, and blah 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 blah. He even said, "I'm going to continue on with these. I'll fight both them again. It's easy money. I'm making money for now." And rah rah rah. KSI schooled him. Nope, give it to the wrong person again. Everyone can't be wrong, because everyone said that was a fixed fight. That fixed.
Did you think it was?
Listen, it's all about money in it. Listen, no one knows what's going on. It's all about money rush nowadays. No one has any interest anymore now. It's just boxing is just becoming a farce.
Tommy's retired from boxing now, according to Big John, his dad.
Listen. He's made a few. Listen, what's he made? He's probably made about 8 million quid. He didn't want the same as their kid. He's not in the same class as their kid. He just said, "Listen, that'll do me. 8 million quid will see me out. Now I'm not interested." Listen, if that's what he's done, good luck to him.
Do you think that's why Pop Bang's demanding millions for himself to fight?
Yes, exactly. Because listen, to be fair, Russ, if I was Pop Bang as you call him, listen, right, and he had anything about him, his son is worth 500 million now. Right? His son said, "Here, Dad, you'll never have to go on TV. You'll never have to work. You'll never have to go out banging others again and whatever, and big drug dealers and poking people's eyes out and all the things you've done in the past. You can fuck off to a desert island and retire. There you go." Obviously, their relationship's not like that, because when my dad was alive, I'd have took my shoes off and walk over broken glass just to get the man a sandwich if he wanted one. So their relationships obviously, don't go that sort of way. So for Tyson to watch his old man, he's near enough begging for money. This is like that. "I'll fight you for this. Get it on. I can fill this with it." It's like he's begging for money. He still drives round in a fucking Enreg diesel fucking Passat or something.
Ugh.
What fucking pot bangs? Fucking hell. Potless. It must be. Both his sons are millionaires. And I dare say, his other brother Peter's not short of a few quid.
It may be on a bad run.
Who's on a bad run? John.
Maybe he's on a bad run, and maybe that's why he needs $1 million. He said he wants $1 million to fight Big Joe Egan. It's got to make business sense. And he said he'll fight it. It's £1 million.
Yeah,
Bums
but
need not apply, he said.
Russ, what is £1 million? £1 million, not a lot of money, but is if you haven't got it. So to fight Big John for to fight Big Joe for £1 million, John must be. Listen, who wants to watch two 60-year-old fucking? They're both probably. They're both 60 years old. You know, the men at retirement age, not retiring from boxing, retiring from work altogether. You know, in 5 years' time, they're sitting down on the pipe and slippers, men. Do you want to spend your money? Because all they're trying to do is, oh yeah, it's going to be Sky, and it's pay-per-view and all this. But who wants to pay £24 or £19.50, whatever they're going to charge, to watch two silly old blokes probably wearing fucking nappies? Because when they get hit, they'll piss themselves. Fucking roll around in a ring.
Yeah.
And if he takes 2 minutes off big fucking off Big Joe and he goes up and he'll go, oh, well, at least I got in the ring, gives me $1 million.
Yeah, it could go that way, couldn't it, if they did
He's
fight?
not interested. Listen, they're not interested. If they got the Reds together and went, look, we'll have 5 2-minute rounds or we'll have 7 2-minute rounds. You couldn't put both them men 12 3-minute rounds. Listen, it wouldn't happen. Listen, there'd be fucking cardiac arrest going all over the shop and everything. It'd be ridiculous. So, however they did it, if they did 6 2-minute rounds or whatever, if they got the rest of them and said, look, don't hit out too hard, don't go out all aggressive, just go out and we'll just, potter about, dig, fucking back off, little breather, hug on, dig, and give them 3 or 4 rounds and then finish me off. It won't be so bad. But both men are going to go out and try and destroy each other. And I just don't think John he has the mouth, but I don't think he's got the power, all the strength. Egan, do you?
I don't know. I don't think anything's going to happen now. Nobody's heard anything from Big John, have
No,
they?
it's not going to happen.
Fighting
But I'm saying
man.
to you, if it did, I can't see it. Can you?
No, I can't. You want to click on to part 2, mate?
How do I do that, Ross?
Well, I'll just press stop now, and then you just click on to the second link that I sent you.